Hey everyone, I wanted to come on here for my first video back. Most people know I was traveling. I took a longer vacation than I usually take. I went on a 5-year anniversary cruise with my wife Erica to the Bahamas and Jamaica, where we rode horses through the ocean, which was really fun. And then I got dropped off at the Miami port and went directly to Ultra, so I got my new wristband on, unlike the old one, which I finally cut off, but you can like almost see, because I had it on for a year, which is hilarious. Erica's like, you're not wearing both of those at once. I will kill you. I'm like, oh, okay. So I don't have both of them, which is hilarious, but I do have this new one. But I want to talk about some of the perspectives that I had gained leading up to my vacation and some of the perspectives I had on my vacation, which I don't go on too many vacations because I do enjoy the life I live. There's nothing wrong with vacations. I see a lot of people talk about vacations in an incorrect way. When people say vacations, if you're taking vacations, that means you're trying to escape something. That's not true. Vacations have a lot of benefits. It's not as simple as, you're running from something, but they can be running from something. Before I go any further, please subscribe, hit that like button down below. Let me know what you think about this. And we're always here for coaching at phil@ocdrecovery.com. And we have the webinars, which are great. And, we work with all time zones, like I always say, the same kind of opening every time. So when I would go on vacations before, I had a really bad mindset that I was going to escape the life I was living because I had a really bad why, an individual why, not a why that anyone else had to understand, but a why that I wanted to live for. So when I went away, I was escaping the life that I really didn't like. So when I would come back, I would be depressed. I wouldn't say, we don't have to call it clinical depression, but I was definitely very down for a while, and it took me a while to get back in the swing of things. Unlike today, where I jump right back into work full blown. I had to do a lot of booking and stuff because I had to keep up with the work. That's another big misconception that I held, was that when I go away on vacation, there's nothing inherently wrong with that, is that I need to completely detach from work, which I did because I didn't have any of the internet package on the cruise, because I did want to get away from that, since I am on my phone all day, every day, 7 days a week. But I realized that that's not the way that life really works. It's also not the way good businesses run. So there was a lot of moving pieces that had to be organized before I went on my vacation. But like today, I came back, I got a long sleep last night, slept almost 12 hours, woke up and straight to work. And back to the normal things that I do in my life's mission, which is to, build the company I have with my wife, and then do everything I can with Rob for OCD and anxiety recovery, which is arguably the most important thing in my life because of my connection with the OCD community. Because I have a deep connection with everyone who watches our stuff because of being a severe sufferer myself. But I had nothing when I was on the cruise, nothing when I was at Ultra, no anxiety, no anything like that, because I realized that even if I was anxious, even if I did have a lot of stomach symptoms, which was one of my biggest fears when I would go away, I would say, oh my gosh, I can't have stomach symptoms. There's nothing worse than having uncontrollable IBS symptoms, diarrhea, constipation, sharp pains in my stomach, constant gas. Oh my gosh, I'm around people. What if I'm passing gas in public? I had a lot of that stuff. I've been talking about this more in my videos. I hadn't talked about that for so long in the first 500 YouTube videos I did. I mentioned it, but I've been mentioning it more and more because it was a big symptom that I had. I didn't have as much head tension and headache problems like a lot of people do. I had that, but it wasn't something that really, really scared me as much as the stomach symptoms did. Really, really, really scared me. And when I was on vacation, if many people have not, I want to focus the video on what I saw when I was in Miami. Now, Brickell, specifically Brickell, will have a place in my heart. I don't spend a lot of time in South Beach at all, but I go into Brickell a lot because that's where I stay, and at a hotel called the Novotel, and then I've stayed there for years, and then, which is about a mile away from Bayfront Park, which is where Ultra is. And this was my 8th year going to Ultra. I've been 13, 15, 17, 18, 19, and COVID shut down 22, 23, 24, so 8 years. Next year is the 25th anniversary. Miami's a unique place. It's a massive illusion, but it's a great place if you have a lot of money. It's very expensive to live there. My buddy lives in Brickell in a very nice building. It can be, averaging almost $5,000 a month for a one bedroom. It's very expensive, but it's for all the right reasons, right? I mean, it's a high valued area. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of people with rented cars. There's a lot of flash and persona, and a lot of people are trapped. And when I was at Ultra this year, I don't think it ever hit me this hard. There was two girls next to me in the megastructure where I listened to techno doing their makeup in the megastructure. And I was sitting there and I was thinking, what makes someone do their makeup in a music festival where your makeup is going to be destroyed at all times? So I thought that was very sad. And I get it. Like, if you've ever been to an electronic music festival, I always joke and say the goal is to wear the least amount of clothing. Sometimes my shirt's off, sometimes my shirt's not. Really depends on the day. Friday, I just was wearing skinny jeans with no shirt. Saturday, I bought a Lululemon jacket on the way over there, like a cutoff, which I love. And we always joke and say in the techno stages, there's like an outfit persona, right? Skinny jeans, black shoes, and long black shirts. It's that techno crowd with small circular glasses like you're from Berlin. Lots of persona, like lots of joking, lots of standards. But lots of standards for people to live up to when they're on vacation. I got to enjoy my vacation. I have to look good. We have a very, very, very big problem in society when it comes to needing to look a certain way. I like looking good just like the next person. I like when my hair looks good. I like when I have a little bit tanner skin. I like being in shape. I like looking leaner. But there has to come a belief system attached to that, which is, even if I lost that, it's still not the end of the world. And this isn't the only important thing in my life. When you make looks and needing to have the perfect outfit on vacation or needing people to look good, I take videos when I'm there, but I rarely do. A lot of times when I'm checking my phones to see where my friends are at, because we tend to listen to different music. They like to listen to a lot of dubstep and trap. When I go there, we always laughing because I'm just like, this is so fucking shit. So, but no, it is fun, but it's just not what I like to. I'm a shuffler, so I like tech house and techno. But I see it, and I see it on people, and I see how desperate we are for people to look at us, for women to be who can be in all the plastic. Miami is plastic surgery central. Fake lips, fake boobs, fake asses. I mean, it's all over the place. People needing to look the absolute leanest. People not eating at a music festival because they don't want to look bloated when they're there. And it made me realize how fortunate I am. I have the same concerns I've always had, but they're much healthier. No one wants to be overweight and fat. No one wants to be unattractive in the eyes of the sexual partners that they're into. That would be an incorrect statement. But even if we lose out on those things, it's still not the end of the world. And I had a deep sense of peace this year at Ultra. And it almost brought tears to my eyes watching people, because I went different stages, right? I went from anger and denial. I went from resentful and pity and pitying myself to a deep acceptance of the way I look, training hard, but accepting where I am. And I could put myself in situations to look a certain way because it's all physical, right? It's all physical appearance in Miami. And then I realized that if I never looked like that, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But you are going to have to do some shame attacking exercises. If you're going on vacation and you're afraid to not look good, don't do as much makeup for the females. Don't look as good as you normally would. Just from a shame attacking exercise. Guys, take your shirts off, regardless if you have a lot of body fat and you have a gut sticking out. Try those things. Do that. Let people look at you. Let them judge you. These are very, very important things. And it will show you that there's more to life than those things. They're important, but they're not as important as you think they are. The belief will make them extra important. So thank you for watching. I have to do a little bit shorter of a video because I have to go into a webinar right now. Please let me know. I will be back on videos a lot. I got some good ones coming up. I'm excited to talk a little bit more about rejection and stuff like that. And hope to hear from you soon. Remember, Phil at OCDrecovery.com. And we hope to hear from you soon. Have a good one, everyone.